have been beaten by a better group of leaders. But we're still a little salty about it. Thanks, Sergeant Anderson. Colonel-elect Chief Schaefer, thank you for the opportunity for allowing us to come together today to celebrate this monumental occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, commanders, chiefs, sheriffs, supervisors, co-workers, and even more importantly, family members, thank you for your attendance today and your continued support to Class 22-7. None of us could be here today without you. To Class 22-7, I'm extremely proud of you. Thank you for the opportunity to get to know you over the past 6 weeks. It has been my distinct honor to serve as your senior mentor. I'm beyond grateful for your service as American Airman. And in 1973, the United States ended the draft for military service. We became an all-volunteer force. At that time, the active component of the armed forces, excluding the Coast Guard, comprised approximately 1.9 million men and women, or 1% of the United States population. As of 2020, the total force, including the Coast Guard, comprises 0.727 of our society. Imagine for a moment, if you will, that we aren't at the Air Force Base. You're not surrounded by your brothers and sisters in arms. Imagine this room were filled with 140 citizens. That's about half of this room. Of that, exactly one would be wearing this nation uniform. As such, you are unique. You are beyond equal. We are beyond equal. I'm truly humbled by your selfless choice as one of the less than 1% of our nation's citizens who freely chooses to wear the uniform of this great country. Be proud of your choice. On behalf of my family and the grateful nation, thank you for the sacrifices that you have made and the sacrifices that you will continue to make as America's Airmen. As I contemplated what to say to a class of the newest NCOs and soon-to-be NCOs in our ranks today, I thought back to what I wish I had known in your shoes. Unfortunately, I quickly realized the Air Force that I grew up in is very different than the Air Force in which you will be raised. Senior Airman Parrish wasn't concerned with China or Russia. They weren't facing threats. The Arctic was where penguins and polar bears roamed, and space was the final frontier, a place for the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. None of those pose any strategic threats, and as such, our nation demands that you be better than we are. My advice may be unlike any you have received to this date, and initially it may even appear in conflict with the final line of our Airman's Creed. I will never falter, and I will not fail. Class 22-7, the best leadership advice that I can offer you on this day of your graduation is I hope you fail. As a matter of fact, not only do I want you to fail, I encourage you to fail early and to fail often. You see, to fail is to have a first attempt in learning. Failing early means learning early. Failing often means that your development will never cease. Please don't mistake my intent. It's not a pass to be careless, nor is it a pass to be reckless. Nor is it an implication that we, as an institution, can or will ever fail. We will and will remain the greatest Air Force in the world, thanks to our nation's greatest citizens, its sons and daughters, the less than 1%. This is, however, your charge to seek out calculated risk, to challenge the status quo and our assumptions, invite failure, celebrate failure, and always fail forward. The key to growth as a leader in success and failure is contained in this simple, short, 35-character mnemonic. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, while Mary Poppins would be proud, if anybody saw Chief Winchester's face, you'll know that I've got to cut it down to less than 35 characters. So I'll put it in these simple form. F-A-I-L, fail. F, be firm, be bold, be true to your values as an individual and as an airman. Allow our core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do to serve as your moral compass and a bond that unifies us all. Do not allow them to simply be phrases we engrave on plaques and coins. Make them instead your way of life. Your character will be forged in success and adversity, and fortitude in the face of adversity will require rock-solid core values. A, all about attitude. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. It is inevitable. Life will punch you square in the face. It will come in the death of a loved one, a medical diagnosis, a house fire, a vehicle accident, or many other tragic events. When you get knocked down, take time to process, grieve, care for your loved ones, then pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get on with leading. You are capable of it, and you're here to deserve it. I, be inspirational. Be the leader that you wanted or that you want to have. Give your peers, subordinates, and leaders a sense of hopefulness and encouragement. While life is not all rainbows, sunshine, and unicorns, the second most influential factor in our experiences beyond attitude is the climate amongst our teams. Build a coalition of allies both on and off the installation, and always be proud teammates. L. Last but certainly not least, the L. Love. Lead with love. To do so is to want more for those around you than you want for yourselves. We are a diverse background. We are a diverse force with differing backgrounds, experiences, and values. But what we have in common far exceeds our differences. Bullets and bombs in the battlefield are blind to our individual differences, just as is our sworn oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Lead your airmen with love that pushes them to be their best, corrects them when they falter, and always, always want better for others than you want for yourselves. Class 22-7, congratulations on your completion of Airmen Leadership School. Thank you for your selfless service to our nation. I am truly honored to serve alongside you. I hope in your path to success that you fell early and you fell often. I hope you realize you are powerful beyond measure. I rest easy knowing this the Staff Sergeant Hawthorns, Bretts, and Taylors, the Sergeants Tennyson, Quintanilla, and Jenkins, and the rest of Class 22-7, that will ensure this generation is the greatest generation of America's airmen, and why we will continue to be the world's greatest Air Force for many years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time.